Hey guys, I'm hanging out in Seattle for the weekend. I was fortunate enough to just go through a class with Ren Caldwell. Ren is a kettlebell instructor and also the strength coach for the Seattle Rainmakers. Tell us who your kettlebell kind of guru is. Where did you learn kettlebells from?
My kettlebell guru is Steve Maxwell, and he was the first American to be certified in kettlebells. And he does a lot of mobility training, a lot of body weight conditioning, comes at it from a very martial arts background. Resonates with me because I'm a martial artist and a dancer. And I'm bringing it into sports movement, which is being super exciting, super fun to learn.
And you are a level 1? Or
level 2.
Level 2, you just got that in New York? Well, this is my first time learning from Ren, and I gotta say, this class was absolutely awesome. We just did 2 hours, and I'm super excited. And one of the coolest moves that we did today was the Turkish get-up. And I haven't introduced this movement to you guys on the channel, but it's an absolutely essential movement to be doing. So I was hoping Ren would coach me through this movement, but first, can you tell us why the Turkish get-up is so awesome?
Oh yeah. Well, the Turkish get-up, it's considered a basic movement for kettlebells, which is kind of ridiculous because it's incredibly complicated. But what it is good for is it's good for shoulder mobility and strength, it's good for core strength, and just basically moving your body through an entire different range of motions and different movements under load. And so it's an incredibly anaerobic movement, and there's just tons of applicability, especially for Frisbee players, in terms of getting that different range of motion in the shoulder and that mobility.
And nobody knows whether it's from Turkey or not. We're just going to call it Turkish get-up.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, how should we do this?
Well, I'll show you empty hands,
Okay.
and then you can rock the bell.
All right, let's do it.
So I'm just going to show you empty hands because that's big. So basically, you can start from the floor. You want one knee up, one hand up, and then you're just going to start doing a straight leg sit-up. So you're going to come all the way up to the top, and you're going to come back down. You're going to do that a couple times until you feel like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Then you're going to add hip extensions. Come all the way up, put your hand behind you, and you open your hips up. You're kind of on a 45-degree angle here. Not flat, not turned over, 45, and then you sit back down. So now you have two movements. Up, hand behind, hip extend.
Nice.
From this hip extension, you're going to take this foot back through the middle. Boop. So you can try that a couple times. Just take it back. So you're posting off that hand. It's got to come underneath you so that you can pick your hand up off the ground if you wanted to. So from here, come to this point, you stand up on your knee, you pivot that knee, you can adjust your leg if you need to, and then you stand all the way up. Boop. Come back down, pivot, you sit back, hand on the floor, stick it through hip extension. So the whole thing all together, starting from the bottom, sit all the way up, hand behind, hip extend, bring the leg through, stand up on your knee, pivot, stand all the way up. This entire time I'm looking up at my hand where the bell's going to be. Now you're stepping back, your pivot, sit down, find the floor, extend your hip, sit, slide, and down.
Now, can you just do one more? Because I think this is so. Let's just talk about what we're getting here.
Why don't you talk?
So she's getting a little core activation, a little crunch motion here, and then she's going to come up. And this is hip extension. Now we see in vertical jumps and sprinting and the kettlebell swing and the clean. And then as she swings her hip through, look at this hip mobility. She's a big hip opener while she's getting this shoulder stability at the same time because she's going to be holding a kettlebell up there. And then as she swings through, what does this look like? This is our half kneeling position that we use with split squats, here for the elevated split squats, and all of our knee dominant category movements. And she goes back down. Lots of stuff going on here.
Lots of stuff.
Can I try? I got a lot of energy from this class. It's got me a little fired up. Let's see if I can do it. What's this? A 16-kilo bell?
Yeah, that's a pretty big bell. So when you're doing this for the first time, if you can't find a kettlebell light enough, you can just use a 5-pound weight. You can also do it empty hand like I did it until you got the form. So one important thing that we should show them is how he's going to get the bell. So he's going to have the bell on one side of him. He's going to roll to the side, and he's going to bring the bell up onto his chest. He's not going to reach over and try to haul it over. That's bad for your back. Okay? So he gets it there. He extends. You want a nice straight wrist. And then here we go. We're sitting up. Oh yeah. So hand goes behind, he hips extends, foot goes through. Excellent. Pivot, you adjust that foot and send it up. Exactly. So you notice that foot adjustment, right? That's pretty key. Excellent. Sit it back. That's the only thing I'm going to say. That looks pretty good.
One more this side.
Do one more this side.
See the other side.
Sit it up. And you notice he's rolling a little onto his arm as he sits up.
It's a perfect world. We want to leave
Perfect world, you
side.
want to just go up. If you need to roll onto your arm, no big deal. Do that till you get strong enough. Good, perfect. Just stand up. Excellent. Let's go back.
Hip extension.
Good. So here's where I want your extension. Up.
Ooh.
Yes. Brilliant. Fabulous.
And let me do the other side before we sign off here, because the cool thing about this is we're all very asymmetrical.
Yes.
So each side's going to be different. So I want you guys to see if you notice anything different. This side tends to be a little better on me. Let me one rep.
You can also just see from a different angle what it looks like here. So this is more the angle action. Yep, very good. All the way up. Snap. So see that?
That was a little better.
That was very much
This
better.
is cleaner hip extension.
There you go.
There's more hip mobility here.
Yep. Good, perfect. There it is.
Whoa.
Hip extension, Tim.
Whoa.
Hip extension.
Come on, Timmy.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Awesome. Nice work.
The Turkish get up.
Turkish
Now,
get up.
Ren, where can we find more info? Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do have a YouTube channel. If you search under Ren Fitness, all one word, you can find me.
Maybe we'll link it for him
That's a good
underneath.
idea.
And rumor on the street is that we're doing a little event together on June 2nd.
We are the essentials of strength and conditioning for ultimate.
We'll link to that in the bottom too. You guys aren't going to want to miss that. We're going to be spending a whole day together going in depth on the essentials of strength and conditioning for ultimate.
Yep.
Thank you for putting me through an awesome class. I feel awesome.
You're so welcome.
Signing off. We'll see you guys soon.
Thanks so much.